Hello. I am so glad that you are here to watch this video. And if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you are here. And if you've already seen uh, all my videos or some of my videos, I'm glad to have you back. Um, just let me please start with, if you would please share this video with 5 other people. I'd sure appreciate it. Um, Also, if you'd give it a thumbs up. And if you would also watch the video from beginning to end, that will definitely help me on my YouTube and analytics. And also, if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribing to a YouTube doesn't cost you a dime. It's absolutely free. These videos are all free. And again, I'm just wanting to get them out there as much as possible. The more I can get them out there, the more that other people will see them, and hopefully it'll impact them in a positive manner. And that's what I'm trying to do. Tonight, or today, I want to talk about backing down. Backing down. There's an old song by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers called "I Won't Back Down." And the essence of the song is that there's nothing going to stop me, or stop the singer in that case, from going forward, moving ahead, and doing what I need to do. Nothing's going to stop me. I won't back down. I won't back off. I'm moving ahead. And so, in your Christian walk, in your life as a Christian, do you have that kind of essence about you? That idea is that I'm not backing down. I'm not backing off from my faith. I'm not backing off from doing what is right for Jesus, because this world is going to try to get you to back down. This world's going to try to get you to back off. This world's going to try to get you not to speak up, not to stand up for Christ. And I think far too often we silence ourselves, either out of fear or we just don't want to cause a problem. Now, I'm not talking about being belligerent or wicked or mean when you stand up. Some people are like that. You talk about people getting drunk. There are happy drunks and there are mean drunks. And sometimes people get drunk, they get mean. And Christians should never be mean. Christians should always be happy and joyous. But on the other hand, we shouldn't be backing down to the culture that is out that is contrary to God. And that is just so much a part of our world today. Okay, so I hope and pray that when you're dealing with your neighbors, your own children, your friends, your family, acquaintances, people you come in contact with, whether they're close friends or just people that you kind of know, that you won't back off or you won't back down your belief, your faith, your walk in Christ. Now, how about dealing with the world itself? The world today, I just find the world to be so constantly bad. People looking to do the wrong thing, then trying to look to do the right thing. Are there people out there doing the right thing? Yes, there are. But there are too many Christians, in my opinion, who are backing off, following God wholeheartedly with all that they are, rather than just kind of dipping their toes in it. I don't know if you've ever been to the ocean before. When I lived in California, I'd go to the beach once in a while. When I was younger, I'd surf, all kinds of things I used to do. But people get into the water. There's a lot of different ways to go about it. And some people just kind of dip their toes in the water to see if it's warm enough or whatever. And if it's too cold, out they go. And that kind of being cold, I don't want to get involved, I don't want to get in, sometimes is the way Christians respond to the world around them. Like they're afraid of it, or just too, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get in there. It's not good. It didn't feel good to be challenged, okay? So I just want to share one story here from God's Word. The funny thing is, the preacher at the church I go to, he brought this up tonight, not in the same way, but I thought, man, you took my story again, Johnny. And so here's the deal. It is the story of David and Goliath. And if you've gone to church for long enough, you've heard this story many, 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 many times in many, many different ways. But here's the essence of the story. Here's this young boy named David. He's a shepherd. He's the youngest of the family at this point. And his father sends him to go see his brothers who are in a war, and he sends him some wheat and some bread. And he also gives them some cheese to give to their captain. So again, the idea of giving to the captain is kind of like a bribe. Kind of, it's my brother. Okay, so he takes this stuff to his brothers. All right, and the bottom line is that when David shows up, he sees this big, stomping, muscular man down in the valley. And that man down there, his name is Goliath. He's a soldier, he's a warrior. And he is challenging the army of God, the Israelite army led by Saul, and he's challenging them. And David hears this. So David starts to ask some questions like, what'll be done for the person who goes down there and takes this dude on? All right? And so some of the soldiers start telling him, here's what will happen for them. And his oldest brother, Eliab, hears David. And he gets mad at him. What are you doing here? Get back and get back to the sheep, you punk. Take a hike. Why are you even here? I know your ego. I know that you're what you are. Just go on. Okay, this is not your business, is what he tries to tell his little brother. So right off, when David gets to this scene with this giant down there, first of all, he sees the giant. Second of all, the entire army is cowering. They don't want to go down there. They're all afraid. And they're telling him what will be done if someone goes down there and does this. His own brother tells him, get out of here. And the next thing that happens is that David, word gets back to Saul, the king, the guy who's leading the army. And Saul tells him, man, you can't do this. You're a kid. This guy's been a warrior since he's been a kid. And Goliath is somewhere around over 8 feet tall. He is just massive man. All his gear, his sword, his spear, his shield, all these things all outweigh David by multiple pounds. This guy is huge. I don't know if you've ever seen Shaquille O'Neal or maybe Andre the Giant in wrestling, some big, huge human being. Goliath surpasses all those guys. He's just a beast of a man. And so what does David show up seeing is, you need to back down. You can't do this. And how does David respond? Yes, I can. Yes, I can do this. And what David says is that I have been out in the fields with my sheep. I've killed the lion, the bear, all these different animals protecting my sheep. If I can take them down, and he says I as in the Lord will help me do this. And so he goes down there filled with confidence. And once he gets down there, he's got one more challenge to you better back down, you better back off. And that is Goliath himself. Goliath speaks to him with disdain. What are you doing here, boy? Is kind of how Goliath puts it. And what does David do? He picks up the stones, he gets a slingshot, and he drills that giant right in the forehead, and he kills him. But here's the thing. Through this whole thing, David is the hero at the end, and he tells Goliath to his face, I'm taking you down because God is with me, you're mine. And he speaks that with confidence. Now, if you're a Christian, do you live with that kind of confidence? That confidence that no matter what you say, what you do, if you're doing it with Jesus on your side, you're doing it with God on your side, and you understand that he's always with you, do you live your life with the confidence that David have? Or the confidence of so many other people in the Bible who stood up to a big challenge, and they said, we won't back down. I won't back down. I won't back off. God is with me. So the bottom line is that David had so many reasons not to follow through, to not go down there and challenge this guy. He could have just walked home quietly and not bothered anyone, not said anything. Okay, I'm out. So as his brother attacked him, I'm out. So as Saul the king says, you can't do this, I'm out. But that's not what he does. And here's the thing. Some people believe when you challenge someone's beliefs or they're attacking your beliefs that you have to be belligerent or mean or yelling at them. And that's nonsense. When Jesus was here, when he was walking on the earth, he didn't get angry necessarily. I mean, he did a couple times, but the bottom line is he always did it out of love and caring. And here's the thing. There are so many things out in our culture today that are so contrary to the ways of God, to what the Bible itself says. And many Christians are just walking silently around. And what they're saying in here is, I don't believe that. I'm not going to do that. But they don't want to let it out. They know what they're doing, but they don't believe they don't have to let everybody else know what they're doing. And what I mean by what they're doing, as in, I'm living my life according to the ways of Jesus, the ways of God that I find in his word. That's my life. I'm living my life that way because it's a better life and it's a blessed life. And we need, as Christians, to stand up. Don't back down. Don't back off. And continue to fight the good fight. And again, the good fight sounds like, okay, let's bring it. And today, you no longer fight with fists. People fight with guns and knives and all kinds of bad stuff. We're not talking about that. This is spiritual warfare. People are coming after your soul. They're trying to snatch you away from the truth. Don't let it happen. Keep fighting that good fight. Don't back down. So the question tonight is there someone doing that to you? Is there someone trying to get you to back off? It could be people within your own church. It could be your friends. It could be your neighbors. It could be your spouse. It could be your mother, your father, your son, your daughter. Don't say anything. You're going to embarrass me, or they're going to get mad at you. Speak up. Stand up. Don't back down for God. Get up. Get out. Make it happen. Make a difference in someone's life. Again, not in a mean or belligerent way, but through the love of Christ, the truth that is found in his word. You can do this. Stay connected. Stay plugged into his word. God will be with you. I hope and pray that you will do so. God bless you. God bless you today. God bless you this week. God bless you this month. Walk in the footsteps of Jesus. Thank you. Thank you again so much for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you would. Thank you.